right, welcome to another edition of the Reverse Pivot Podcast. Welcome, Stephen.
Well, thank you, Bruce, and sorry I was a bit late getting here, but now that you've got your own access to the Steve McLeod studio, it's really opened up a whole bunch of things for you, hasn't it, really, since you're doing a bit of work with the dark side.
Yeah, the dark side. I don't really
on this side of town. Can I just ask you a question?
Sure.
I've heard there's a darker side association. You know who they are? I've heard rumours.
Yeah, the North Gold Coast Seahawks.
No. There's one in between us. Yeah, I just heard that they're the darker side, the Logan.
Really?
You heard that?
No. But we can get some time. But why don't we do this?
Why don't we talk about our magnificent guest?
We've got a great guest, basketball legend, and just a great human being, and Andre Moore.
How are you guys?
Yeah. Well, I'm super excited to have Andre with us.
My man.
Hey, brother.
What's up, bro? Yeah.
And, as we'll get into Andre's story, but for me, I was very fortunate to meet Andre when he was trialling for the Bullets on our first trip over. You remember when you joined us in an American trip?
Yes.
And then I was a teammate with Andre for a couple of years, and whilst he was the superstar, I was just a comedian sitting at the end of the bench. I had some good jokes.
No, you played a major role with us. You played. You really helped us out.
There's a couple of things I want to bring up through our period of playing together. Like, there's never been
not that pick.
It's never been a minute that I've, more than 30 seconds maybe, that I've ever been mad at Andre Moore. But there were two instances when we played together. Can I get them off my chest?
Get them off your chest now.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Now, do you remember Neil Turner?
Yes, I do.
A very skinny, tall man. And I, in the limited court time that Curly would let me get on the court, it normally was to go to try to frustrate the shit out of a guard.
Right.
So maybe someone like Steve Cuffino, Damien Keogh, who really could play. Right? So here I am, busting my ass, and Andre just forgot to tell me that Neil Turner was at halfway with his elbows lined at my head. So I was going as hard as I could, and by the NBL's skinniest man, Andre, forgot to tell you he was there. Thanks, Andre. So I was angry at him for 30 seconds.
It was pretty loud in the stadium at the time. I was yelling. I yelled
you were
it out.
yelling?
I yelled it out.
But the crowd was so big.
Right.
Yeah. And then the only other time, that for 30 seconds only, that I've ever been angry at Andre, because the rest of the time I love the man. We were in Perth, and there was a guy called Ricky Grace who could play.
Did you say Ricky or Wiki?
Ricky.
Pretty decent guy.
Again, I've been given the instruction by Curly, go out there and bite their ankles. So I'm out there biting his ankles, and there's a guy called Tiny Pinder. Do you remember Hitler?
Absolutely.
If you think Neil Turner had elbows, Tiny Pinder had bigger elbows. And again, the crowd was so big. Unfortunately, I just didn't quite hear, Steve, there's a pick on your right. And anyway, maybe those two head knocks have affected my life. Do you think?
Definitely got you.
Anyway, I prefer.
Seriously,
apologize
the joy of playing with Andre was just. He was a superstar, and we'll get into his game. So over to you, Bruce. Ask us some questions.
Well, let's go down your basketball journey.
Okay.
Starting at Carver High School.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Even before Carver, I went to a little Catholic school in the housing projects where I grew up in Chicago.
Right.
It's called Allgill Gardens, predominantly African American housing projects, and right in the middle of this crazy housing projects was this little Catholic school run by nuns called Our Lady of the Gardens. That's when I first learned.
And why were you kicked out?
Pardon me?
Why were you kicked out of there?
I wasn't. No,
you left by choice.
No, I never left. I didn't leave the school.
And that's why you're so religious to this day?
We'll talk about that another time as well.
All right, so you go to Carver High School.
Yeah, Carver. So Carver's
from there, you were the McDonald's Prep Cage Classic you played in. Is Wikipedia any of it right?
Some of that stuff is
Some of it sounds
we'll
like
sift through some of that
you
stuff.
a city all-star team lost
Yeah,
a
that
suburban
was right.
all-star team
Yeah.
with Kevin Duckworth.
Yeah, Kevin
the
Duckworth,
Portland Trailblazer.
May rest in peace. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a good mate of mine. Yes, we played in the city. Yeah, McDonald's.
I didn't know Kevin Duckworth had passed.
Yeah, he did a few years back. Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, we both played.
He
Played
was
the city.
a hooper.
It was called the City Suburban All Star Games.
Yeah, right.
So I was part of the city team.
Right.
He played with the suburban team.
Oh, okay.
Right. We became good mates. During that whole process. Him, my Ken Norman was another good player.
Right.
Out of Illinois. Yeah, he was a good mate of mine as well too.
A lot of good
So that was all
basketball
class
coming out of
82.
there.
Class 82. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you started University of Illinois Chicago.
Yes. Tom Myers was the head coach. Ray Myers' other son. He had Joey Myers, who was his successor at DePaul.
Yeah, right.
Ray Myers is a legend.
Yeah.
When he came to my
College.
not to my neighborhood to recruit me. They had to break into his car. Some of the guys broke into his car.
See you soon, Ray. Because DePaul's in. He was at DePaul, right? Ray Myers. Isn't that
Myers, both the
Chicago?
Myers. Ray was the old man. It was a legend there with Mark McGuire and Terry Cummings, who went to Carver High School as well. And then Joey took over, but Tom was the son in between. The oldest son who took on a job at UIC, University of Illinois at Chicago.
Right.
And he brought me in. I was one of the new recruits. He brought me in to play for him.
Right.
Right. But I didn't enjoy that year there.
And at that age, what were you, 19, 18? Or
Yes, 80, 90, yeah. About that,
and were you 6'9" at that stage?
Yeah, I was around 6'8", 6'9", yeah. I had my growth spurt around grade 7, grade 8. That's when I really shot up. And I kind of peaked out at about 6'8", 6'9", Yeah.
Have you
And with lots of athleticism.
So if we
as well,
measure
too.
you now, you're 6'8" and a half?
Probably, yeah. 61 years old now, so I'm sure a bit of shrinkage coming in.
shrinkage.
Bit of shrinkage coming in.
Okay, so you started there, and then you transferred on to Loyola University of Chicago.
Yes, Loyola Chicago. Yeah, I ended up transferring after a year, and I had to sit out a year. I had a red shirt after that during that first year.
They don't have that now, but
Right.
back then when you transferred, you added great numbers, Dre. Jeez.
Yeah.
You averaged 17, let's say 16 and a half, 11 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks. You guys made it to the Sweet 16.
Yes, we did. In 1985, my first year playing after that redshirt year, my first year playing with Loyola, I ran into my very first game was against Oklahoma University with Wayman Tisdale. I mean, he rest in peace as well too. Yeah. The great Wayman Tisdale. Very first game, I was thrown to the wolves. He destroyed me pretty good. But then I finished up that season. We went 26-5, I think it was.
Jeez.
And I finished up against Patrick Ewing
It
in
says
the
that
NCAA
here.
tournament. Yeah.
You dished up 19 points on Ewing's.
Yes.
Hey, did you see Patrick Ewing when he visited here at Boondall?
No, I didn't get a chance. But I've since spoken to his brother, his son,
Yeah.
so Patrick Ewing Jr., and actually showed him the picture of me shooting the jump shot over his dad and all that. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone thought, leading into that Sweet 16 game, everybody thought he was going to, just destroy it. Because I was an undersized center in college.
Yeah.
6'8", 6'9" center. But I ended up going in and having a really good game. We actually canceled each other out that particular year. We both had about 20, 20, 10 boards. Our star player was a guy by the name of Al Frederick Hughes. You remember that name at all?
It rings a bell.
Al Frederick, yeah. He ended up being a 15th pick in that 85 draft the same year. He was a pick right after Karl Malone that year.
Okay.
Karl was 14th in 85. But that Al Frederick, for some inexplicable reason, didn't have a really good game in that tournament. In that game against
In the Sweet 16?
the Sweet 16 game. Yeah. He only had 89 points. I don't know what happened, but that because we only lost by 12 points. We were leading at halftime against Georgetown.
Was that the year Georgetown won it?
That was the year Villanova.
Oh, okay.
With McLean,
them.
those guys. Yeah, beat them. Yeah.
And
Dwayne McLean, those guys beat them.
And for us Aussies, just at that particular time, we were barely getting NBA games, on TV.
Yes, I heard. Yeah, out here.
And like, it's taken a long time for Australians to understand the March Madness.
Of course.
It hasn't always been coming to our front door like it does now.
Right.
Was it like as it is today? Was it the same sort of tournament, like in terms of TV and crowds, and like it's nuts now? Like,
Well, the NC2A was. We really didn't get the NC2A tournament until Andrew Gaze was Seton Hall.
Yeah.
Then it came back on.
Yeah.
No, Australians didn't even know about it. We didn't even,
Well, I think.
Andrew was the first one that really shone some light on it.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we were
going
still getting
before
replays
Andrew-
weeks later.
Yeah. Eddie Palabinskas, Ray Borner,
Yeah.
both at LSU.
Yeah.
It's Eddie Palabinskas' birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Well, it's actually tomorrow because he's still in the States.
Right.
Wow. You're just, mate.
I know.
Research. Holy
But
moly.
can we get back to Andre?
Yeah, let's get back.
So you were drafted. Now, first off, that year you were the Midwest Collegiate Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Year.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Like a recognition. And then in '87, you're drafted by Denver.
Denver Nuggets, 31st pick. Yeah.
Right.
I thought I had a chance to go to New York. At the 18th pick, I was actually at the draft in New York at Madison Square Garden, sitting right next to Mark Jackson.
Right.
Yeah, and then what's the
So
late?
you were 18th. Did you just say?
No, the 18th pick was New York's pick. I thought I had a chance to because they had brought me in for the physical and the whole interview
Who was
and all that.
coaching New York then?
Wow, it's good question.
Hubie Brown.
Maybe Hubie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this thing's like a vault. It's like a
Hubie,
vault.
Love
man.
Hubie Brown, man.
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
Okay, so you had that stint. Then from there, you played in what was then called the CBA.
Yes. No. Well, I went to after Denver let me go. I went over to Milwaukee.
That's right.
Had a
It
little
says
stint
that.
with them. Had about 2 or 3 weeks on that team. But I knew that was temporary because they had a lot of veteran players that were on the injured list, including Terry Cummings.
Terry
my good
Cummings.
mate. Yeah, he was one of the guys. So after leaving Milwaukee, then I went over to Spain. Played there.
Okay.
Yeah. In Valencia, a place called Valencia, Spain.
And so that was your real first international pro game.
Right.
Nice,
Very, very-
nice place to play.
I know, it was very daunting because of, the whole language barrier and all that type.
¿Por qué tenemos tantas pruebas?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Little Espanol. Yeah.
Right.
Why doesn't it have it here? Wikipedia, man.
That's like
Hey,
I didn't put this together.
Barcelona? Is that how you say it?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Yep.
Yeah.
And I was in Valencia with Valencia.
Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia. Yeah.
Like,
paella, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But the Spanish still know the language of love, don't they?
They do. They do. Beautiful place. Yeah, that was my first experience overseas.
I'm sorry, Dre. Wikipedia.
Yeah, no.
I should have just gone straight to you. Give me your CV, mate.
I'm gonna.
You will correct
Yeah,
it as
correct,
we
yeah,
go
correct, yeah,
along.
as we
So
go along,
who
yeah,
were the
autocorrect.
Philadelphia Aces?
So Philadelphia Aces was the team I played with right before the NBA draft. There was a USBL was a league that was mainly on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I played with the Philadelphia team, the Aces, in that competition.
Now-
Right? It was a summer league sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that league. There's a guy, Kevin Mackey.
I remember that name. Yeah.
Cleveland State.
Right.
They beat Indiana Hoosiers
Yep.
in I guess to get into the Final Four. And he had a lot of connections in Korea.
Yep.
He was bringing all these USBL players out. And I guess that died so that would have been 97 that I met him. That's the year I was there.
Okay.
But he was huge. And the USBL competed against the CBA, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
a good league.
competition. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay, then the Tulsa Fast Breakers.
Right. So the Tulsa Fast Breakers, I ended up playing with them after Spain. After a year in Spain, I went over to France and played.
Oh, and
So,
they
parlez-vous français anymore?
and the language of love is the same in France.
Exactly.
Only without deodorant.
So that experience was a lot better than my Spanish experience because I was a little bit more cultured. I was a bit more prepared for that.
And tell me, what was
experience.
it like? Like you mentioned earlier that you grew up in a pretty tough part of the world, right? What was it like? All of a sudden, you're in Spain and France. Was it just like you? What at this stage? You're 22.
Right, but the thing about me, I do a lot of research. I like reading. Reading is always my favorite pastime.
Really?
So I'm always preparing myself, to for places I'm going to go to, learn about them, research, So I knew I know what I'm going to get myself into. So that's what I did.
So was at that time, I know that their domestic leagues are good.
Very good.
Was Spain better than France, or were they comparable?
Probably about comparable. Yeah, comparable. Yeah, as far as the level
And
of play.
good crowds and
Yeah. It was really, really good, good crowds.
yeah.
And I soaked up all the culture, the food, the
Yeah.
bit of the language, the women,
You taught them all how to dance?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you, as far as I remember, you were one of the great NBL dancers, Andre, weren't you?
That's what I always loved dancing, man. Even to
Yeah.
this day, I still cut a rug up pretty good.
Yeah.
Pop locking.
Yeah.
That's all.
You do some
Boogaloo.
boot scooting?
All the boots, I ain't really got with that yet.
Yeah.
You into the boot scoot?
I don't boot scoot. Okay, so Spain, France, then the fast breakers.
Right. So after leaving the Spanish team, the French team I was with, a place called Tours I was at. It's right in central France, about a 2-hour drive to Paris. I used to drive to Paris every weekend. After leaving there, I went back home and said, let me give it NBA another shot by way of the CBA, which was a pretty strong league. So I went played for
CBA, would we be best to describe that as the G League?
like the
Yeah,
G League.
yeah.
Yeah. So the coach that I ended up playing for in that particular league was Mike Bibby, his coach.
Sure.
I mean his dad, Henry Bibby,
Yeah.
played for the Philadelphia 76ers, my favorite team.
Trivia time.
Yeah.
Henry Bibby
Yeah.
is one of 3 players who won the NC2A championship and then came and won the NBA championship the next year. Name one other.
Well, Magic's one of the guys.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson, yeah. I was going to say that earlier.
You know what? Andre is a bit like our other wonderful guest with great memory, Mr. Greg Fox.
Greg Fox was one of my favorite teammates of all time.
He's a reader.
Very cerebral.
He reads
Very cerebral.
Yeah.
Teammates like that, I gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Timmy Duggan, when I was up in Cairns, another.
Yeah.
Shout out to Timmy. If you listen to this
Well,
podcast.
we'll have to get him on.
We'll get him on.
Yeah.
You know, and he-
But those guys, those type of guys,
And obviously,
DP, Darren
because of my intelligence, I was one of your
you fit in that category through.
Yeah,
Darren Perry, when I would play for Hobart.
Thank you.
He was another one. Yeah.
Who's that?
Have you ever coached Darren? DP.
recruited him heavily, but Gorgon beat me out.
Who's
This
this
is
one?
the
He always
thing
played
about
coaching teams. Yeah.
needed point guard. We never really had point guards.
Right.
And I've never really enjoyed the thrill of having a really good point guard.
You never had that.
No. And that includes our time together at Briz. I don't rate any of our point guards. Doggy did good defensively, but
Yeah. Shout out to Doggy, man.
shout out to the dog. Got to get him on, Stevie.
Oh yeah.
He's got a story to say.
And I will. I mean, Andre, it is quite amazing when Bruce and I started this, and I don't know, we're up to 37 or something, 36. 40.
Yeah. Congratulations too.
And we've just had it's been a lot of fun for Bruce and I to chat to people and their stories. There's always a subplot of things that we didn't know about.
Of
People,
course,
you know,
things
it's
that's
incredible.
that's the beauty of this whole thing.
I did not know that Darren played at Hobart
You're right.
because I was out of the league.
Oh right.
Right?
That was
Because you
90
went
that was
after
95.
our 3 years together.
Right.
You went to Cairns, didn't you, or did you go to
I
Hobart?
went down to Tassie. Yeah.
Down to Tassie,
with,
now.
with Bill Tomlinson and those guys,
Billy
Patrick
T.
Fairs, all those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They brought me in.
Was
They
he
brought
with
me
you?
in out of the cold.
Was he at Hobart then?
Who's this?
Lukey Gribble, was he there?
No, Gribble wasn't there
Long
at that
gone.
time.
He was still up here with Brisbane.
The twins was down there.
Stiff?
Because Brisbane
David
was
Stiff.
Stiff. That was another one we're talking about.
Now there's a guy I'd love to get on because no one's won more championships
He
than
got seven rings. He got seven rings. He's like
David
the
Stiff.
he's like the Robert.
David Stiff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like the Robert Horry of this league.
He is.
Yeah,
You know,
Won seven. Great player. He was my teammate, and loved playing with him. But he fouled out a lot during the fourth quarters because it's the way he
Played.
just his nature of his game. He would foul out a lot. In the
So
fourth quarters.
we're in Australia now. Can we just go back to before Dre gets to Australia?
Yeah, we gotta let you know because it's all tied into when I was at Tulsa.
Yeah.
So I played that. I went to Tulsa to sort of hopefully get catapulted back into the NBA.
Yeah.
I'm still young. I still think I got game and all that. So it was a 50 game season, I think, for the CBA back then. 10 games into our season, we're playing against a team in Kansas. And unbeknownst to me, Brian Curl, Claxton, and a couple other people were in the stands. They were in America looking at this guy from Kansas that they wanted to bring in to play with Rucker, who had beat out
There was
Andre Lafleur.
yeah
For the point guard position.
Andre was on that tour, wasn't he? Though?
Right.
This is Derek's first tour as well.
Right.
Wasn't
But
it?
Rucker,
We were at the same time.
before all that, Rucker and Lafleur were fighting out for the point guard spot for the Bullets.
You came in like a couple of days after we'd been in the country, hadn't you? You were
Right.
originally there. That's right.
There was a mass exodus of players from the Bullets prior to myself and Derek joining the Bullets.
That is correct.
In 1990.
You're
89.
talking at the same time. Dorji, Larry,
All those guys left.
Morsey, Darren Perry,
Winston Cripe was the import
Gone,
I remember him, yeah.
Shane Edwards. They basically cleaned the Bullets out.
Right. We were all part of a new.
So the only
Bullets.
past players, because I was a new kid on the block, and was Sibs, Leroy,
Right.
and I can't even remember.
They're probably only two that were really.
Yeah, they're the only two that-
Maybe
there was a
Fox,
new-
Greg
new-
Fox. Was on.
Well, you guys played off in '90. You played off in the grand final.
Correct.
Yeah.
You were first team All NBL.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first year,
Yeah.
But let me talk about how I got to Stray.
Let's hear
so
it.
what happened was-
Steve, don't interrupt. Go on.
But that tour, man, were you? But was that? Who did we play? Did we play Kansas in that?
I can't recall. Yeah, but I know we played some big
Was
time.
Joe Hurst on that one with you? Was it Joe Hurst? Okay, so it must have been the second.
different one. Yeah.
Okay.
So 10 games into my season with the Tulsa Fast Breakers, one of the great names.
Yeah.
That team had won the championship the year before I got there. They had a really good team. Bibby and won
Right.
the CBA. Yeah, so
Yep.
it was a stacked team. We were really, really good. So the Bullets guys, Curly, Brian Curl, shout out to Brian, Dave Claxton, and a couple other people were on this tour to look at this guy who they wanted to bring over here. Our team flogged him. I played really well. I matched up with the guy that they were looking at. I didn't know this all later on down the track,
Yeah.
And apparently they turned their attention to myself,
Good on you.
Yeah. So what happened was my coach, Bibby comes to the locker room and said, "There's some guys out there from a place called Brisbane, Australia." Like I didn't know they were mispronouncing the word Brisbane, But I'm like, Australia? You talking about where Crocodile Dundee's from? That's all we knew about Australia, Americans, but our lack of geography and all that. So I'm like, wow, okay. So he said they were interested, and I never did meet them. Those guys, I never did meet them as well. He just told me about the interest that was in place. But in the coming days, Brian started ringing me and telling me a lot about the country and about this Leroy Loggins and this Derek Rucker who was on the team, how we could make a nice little combination and all that. And I ended up going to my local library and getting an atlas out to look this place up. This is Brisbane, Australia. And from what I read, I love what I read about the weather and
Yeah.
I think I just missed the the World Expo was over here.
That was 1988.
Right. Did you guys go along to
Yeah.
that at all?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I just missed that World Expo. But from everything I read, I said, I might as well go over and try it 1 year. And, I know I was coming to such a great city, Brisbane,
Well, you've been in Hobart, you've been in Cairns.
Right.
But you've chosen Brisbane as your home.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's very telling.
And I guess, is that just the people, weather, work?
It's because of you, man.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You're the whole reason, the main reason why I'm still here, man.
Do
My
you
guy, you're
know?
my guy.
Hey, do you remember we were in Houston
Right.
and we ran into Akeem Olajuwon?
Yes, that was a great moment. Yeah, I remember that.
Remember in the it was like a Dave, I don't know, like a, what do you call it, like a David Jones in the US.
Yeah, Utah played against Houston Rockets.
and we played against his brother.
Right.
Yeah, and remember Cameron Dickinson was there going,
Yeah.
hey, that's Akeem Olajuwon over
Dickinson, yeah,
there, and we're
Dickinson.
just we're in a section, and he's the most immaculately dressed
Right.
man.
I sat back during that tour because I knew those guys. Those guys were my peers, watching how they interacted with you guys when you were waiting outside the locker room as they came out. And I was so impressed. Most of the guys came out with kind of lightly cordial,
Stockton,
Yeah.
Vernon Maxwell
Yeah.
came out, Mark Eaton.
Right, but they were all kind of rushed, a few handshakes. Hey, how you doing, guys? And then they were off to their families and all that, or their mistresses and girlfriends and all that type of stuff. But Olajuwon, the biggest star of all, was the most accommodating. Took photos, so I gained a lot of respect for him after that.
Well, man, we
just a
ran
great guy.
into him, and he said, "Yeah, I know you guys because you played my brother."
Yeah,
And he was just so knowledgeable, and he said, "This is what you need to do. I'll get you tickets to the game, so all of us go."
yeah.
We're sitting in okay seats. He said, "You just stay in your seats. When everyone goes, just stay." And
Yeah.
eventually, like a security guy goes, "Out you come," and we all just next minute, both teams are just coming out of there, and we're just like I remember
He was a great guy.
Mark Eaton, holy man!
Oh man, rest in peace. Yeah, he passed away. Yeah,
Has it?
yeah. He had a bicycle accident. Him and Sean Bradley.
Yeah.
Both had Sean's
He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. But Eden unfortunately
I didn't know
met his
that.
demise. Yeah, you can imagine the bikes they would have had. Especially made a fall from with those big as those guys were.
7'4".
Yeah, it would have been specialized bikes, but just unfortunate.
Yeah.
All right, so in '90, your first year here at the Bullets,
Yes.
you team up with Derek Ruck. Derek was the MVP, was he not, in '90?
Yes, he was. He was putting up some phenomenal numbers.
So you guys were a 1-2 punch that was, and then Leroy, of course.
So it was the first year after that season. We went to the grand final and all that, but that was the first season during awards night. Remember that took place at Parliament House when they had what's the larrikin prime minister with the white hair back then.
Bob Hawke.
Bob Hawke, yeah. He hosted the NBL awards dinner.
Yeah.
You would have been at that dinner.
I
It was all
would
the
have
black
been
tie
at that.
affair.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the
good
first
events.
year 3 players from one team made the NBA All Five. It was myself, Rucker, and Leroy, along with the great Andrew Gaze and your guy Scott Fisher.
Right. Yeah.
That's
The five.
pretty nice. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
pretty
That
nice.
was our
five.
the top 5. So.
And that was Perth that got you guys. They nipped us in the third game on the last
Yes, I remember
second
that.
shot, and I was.
It
Though I
still
wasn't.
stings now to this
It
day.
stings to this day, but
That's tough, man.
we split with you guys. We got you guys up here, and then you guys got us at home. And I was like,
Right.
"Hey, this is a handful here." That you three, and it was particularly Derek.
I think I had one of my highest scoring games against you guys.
You carved us up.
Yeah.
And Leroy just did his normal 25,
Right.
7 boards, 6 steals.
You're right.
And I thought, man, they're going to be a handful.
Like,
Stuff the stat box.
Leroy's just go gadget man. His
Yeah.
arms are just insane.
What a player.
You think you got a rebound, and next minute this extension just would come over the top of you.
As you're trying to hunch down to go
couldn't
rebound,
knock him out.
to jump, he's already jumping. You
Yeah.
got that quick those quick.
But you know what? Let's just focus on Dre.
Yeah, leave Leroy out of there. Leroy's had enough. He's got enough accolades, man.
So, man,
Shout out to Leroy.
a lot of your highlights on
Shout out to the Leaping Leroy.
mate, a lot of your highlights, I mean, mate, you were a great dunker of the ball. Like you were,
Love that.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realise how good a shooter you were. Like, and your short corner elbow was elite.
That was the shot that really I was able to use to my advantage against Patrick. You know, being a 7-foot shot blocker.
Little jump
come out here, get that little.
The Jimmy.
Little mid range. You know, the little middies. From out there, yeah. So I've always worked on that. You know, when I was growing up, you know, I would always right before school I'd go out in the court. You know, visualize. You know, work on that touch.
You had a great touch for a big man.
Used to watch a lot of guys guys like a lot, not Elijah, more my peer, but guys back in the day who I'm trying to think of big guys that had touch. Moses, I love for rebound because I as much as I love dunking, rebound he was more appealing to me. You know, especially particularly offensive rebounds.
Was Moses one you emulated? I mean, this is a good thing for young players. Find a player that is in your position.
That's it.
And try to be them. Try to do what they do. So who are the ones that you looked up to?
I wore 41 because of the Washington Bullets, Wes Unseld.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I love Unseld. He was an undersized center.
Yeah.
You know, his outlets and all that. And I just love his tenacity on the court and all that. And so 41, he's one of the guys I really looked up to.
Okay.
But Dr. J was my guy, my main guy growing up. Yeah. You know, I was very fortunate to do a TV show with him. We can talk about later on down the track here in Brisbane.
With who?
Really?
Dr. Julius Irving, yeah, right here in Brisbane. He came out in 93 or 94, I think it was. He came out for it was a American show called Time Tracks, which was had the same sort of plot line as The Matrix, which is another show a movie that I actually read for one of the parts of Matrix.
Damn.
It's a lot.
You did.
Yeah. But Dr. J
and you were just too good looking for the role. Or?
That's exactly what they said. How did did somebody tell you about it?
Yeah.
But no, Julius Irving came out here to star in the show Time Tracks as a preacher, a former NBA player who became a preacher. And I was one of the guys that hung out in his neighborhood.
I never knew
and,
that.
And my character, you want to know what my character's name was? Black Ice. That was my character.
Black ice gets slippery.
Yeah. So that was a big, because I was growing up. Julius Irving was, he was before Jordan. Jordan is part of my era as well too. So we all grew up, looking up, to Julius. Not just because I love Julius Irving, not just because of his on court exploits, but off the court, he was such a cool gentleman. Just really smooth. The way he carried himself, way he was. Way interacted with his fans, just really accommodating and giving and all that. So I took on a lot of that type of stuff.
I read something recently about Dr. J and his investment that he started to make investments. Coca-Cola, like massive.
Yeah.
And set himself up for life, obviously.
Because during that time when we're filming, a lot of the time is spent in the trailer waiting for the.
And you just hanging with it?
Yeah, just hanging out. But I said he probably doesn't want to talk basketball stuff all the time. So we talked about a lot of life after basketball.
Really?
Some of the stuff he's doing after basketball, how he's adjusted to retirement. So for a major athlete,
mate,
once they retire, it can be quite daunting.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah. Mate,
so Time Tracks, you can find that on YouTube. The episode was called The Dream Team. That particular episode, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be Googling that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking out. And so, was your melon on the screen? Were you on the screen?
Yeah, I had some speaking roles as well, because it's very big to get speaking roles. That was exciting in itself to just be doing this TV show, but be doing it with the guy that you idolized growing up.
Mate,
it was a real blessing.
Huge.
Yeah. See, this is the gold you find that I didn't. I mean, I've known Dre for 30 friggin' 5 years.
Yeah.
And I did not know that.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
That was very surreal moment. Yeah. And Julius, it was great. Sometimes they said you don't want to meet your idols because they might disappoint you, whatever. That wasn't the case. He was just the most greatest, nicest guy, and just very giving with his knowledge and all that.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
that's incredible.
I had his pictures like, you know, in my bedroom on my ceiling. Like when I wake up in the morning, his picture was on Dr. J's pictures on the ceiling. You know, that's how much I like. Growing up, you know, as a kid, you know, you put posters and stuff on your
I
walls.
saw Dr. J play the Conquistadors in San Diego.
Oh, what a great name that was.
5 overtimes.
5.
He had 70 plus in this game.
How many were dunks?
A lot of dunks. Larry Keenan played,
Oh,
Bo
no.
Lamar, Travis Grant. Travis Grant had 50.
This was the old ABA you talking
This
about,
is old
right?
ABA.
Yeah, ABA.
So
yeah.
we went down University Pacific. San Diego State was in our league.
Right.
So we go, oh, let's go down and we'll go and we'll pay to get in. We didn't have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
We were up in the Raptors and we looked. There wouldn't have been 1,000 people at the game, mate.
Really?
We worked our way down and we're courtside.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. And it was the longest. And now I don't even think they keep that as records. What happened in the ABA?
All right. The NBA just went and took a lot of their
Unbelievable.
gimmicks, you know, the 3-point shot, and
Yeah.
all that stuff was ABA stuff.
That's
the
right.
NBA adopted all that stuff, and, you know.
Now, can we get on to what's the Big Feet program?
Big Feet program started off my first year with the Bullets. I was very fortunate not only make an impact on the court, but off the court, I was very, very heavily involved in community events. You know, because of people like Dr. J. My mother taught me to give back and all that. So I would, you know, we did the radio lollipop thing at the Hospital West, the hospital there. We had and Brian Curl, you know, he that was one thing. And you guys, all you coaches over here, always urged us and encouraged us to give back, you know, be in the community. So I was very, very heavily involved in the community, and as a result, I ended up winning the Vince Hickey Memorial Award,
Okay.
which the Bullets give out perpetually, you know, to a player who exhibits a lot of the attributes of Vince Hickey, who was a great man. You might have, you ever get a chance to meet, or you too young to remember Vince Hickey?
Mate, Vince Hickey used to go around in those days when I was a young kid
Right.
at carnivals, and he'd set up his little
Oh,
van.
see, that's great, you know, stories about him, yeah.
And you could, that like I grew up in Bundaberg, so I played on Dunlop volleys,
Right.
which was like playing on a car tire, and but Vince Hickey was the sort of first guy to bring some like cool stuff.
Yes.
You could, but he was. We used
so-
to have, you know, some of our like under like Queensland teams and stuff like Vince Hickey. They used to call him different, but he was so well known.
Right. So this award was started by the Bullets in his honor when he passed away, and you know, actually, Luke Gribble was the only 2-time winner of that award.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how great a guy he is. I'm not surprised.
You know, and we had Luke on, and he didn't mention it.
Really, that's the type of guy he is. He won it twice.
Hey,
He won it twice.
His singlet's retired at Boondall on the. You go out to Boondall.
Yeah,
Lukey's singlet's out there up on the wall.
So that award was very prestigious. Rucker obviously won the MVP for the team, you know, because he won the MVP for the league, you know.
Yeah.
So the next most prestigious award was this Vince Hickey Memorial Award that the Bullets gave out for community involvement and all that. And as a result of that award, I was bombarded by a lot of organizations and companies here in Brisbane who wanted to align themselves with me
Right.
because of my
Good luck.
thanks. Because of my strong belief in education. I aligned myself with the Queensland Teachers Credit Union.
Yeah,
They started that program, called Keyway around me, where I would go to schools, do talks on, drug prevention and peer pressure, all that type of stuff to the kids, and then take them down to the courts and do a little clinic with them and all that.
Yeah, good.
And that just took on a whole life of its own over the years.
But that's been your life, hasn't it?
Right. Yes. It opened up doors. Ron Dixon, who was the general manager, he was a great
exactly
friend of mine. He was the one that really helped build that program. You know, build that program around.
Teachers Credit Union were a great sponsor of the Bullets.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, very
Dick
much
Curley
so.
facilitated as well too. You know, with his connections. So the program started off as Keyway, and then eventually I went down and played in Hobart for a year. And while I was away, a little team, Hammer Hammer took over the program while I was away, but he had his fingers in it a little bit, because he had so much other little things going on. So it was my baby. It was like handing my baby over, to somebody. So I came back to Brisbane after a year in Tassie, '95, and rebranded it as Big Feet. I had American friends of mine who we brainstormed some names and all. They said, I wear a size 18 shoe. They said, okay, what about Big Feet as an FEAT? So the people you come in contact with or work with, you ask them what's their big feet in life, and then you go about showing them.
Great idea.
Yeah, go about showing them
and
how
is
they can
that
achieve
still
those.
going on now?
Still to this day, I still go. I
Fantastic.
still run that thing over. I took it up to the different. I took it up to the Cape York region. When I was playing for Cairns, I've visited the Gulf of Carpentaria, all over Australia. I take this thing, Even New Zealand. I got a good friend who lives over in Queenstown. You guys ever get a chance to go to Queenstown? If you haven't been to Queenstown,
I've been to Christchurch. I've not been to
Queenstown.
Queenstown. That's the
beautiful
that's
place.
skiing.
Yeah,
Isn't it
skiing.
Queenstown?
But
It's
it's beautiful.
there's an issue with New Zealand because it's full of Kiwis, right? So we won't. There's that when we will call violations and insults. So that's potential.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there, man. What you?
But
Yeah.
the Queenstown is an incredible place.
It is
You feel like you're in Europe. Like
very much so. Yes.
Because the
Snow-capped
international
mountains and-
people
yeah.
were working in the restaurants and the bars.
That's right.
It's an incredible place. The flight in there is incredible.
Yeah. So I've been able to take this program to all and see different places, different parts of the world or different parts of Australia that I would not be able to see because of the program. And another thing that's happened over the last 20 years is I've gotten involved with the Masters sport.
Right.
That's my first foray into the Masters was back
World
in 2000.
Master Games.
The World Masters game in 2005 in Canada.
Right.
And I won gold and a gold medal.
You go every year now, don't you?
Every year, almost every year. I just got back from Switzerland, Lugano, Switzerland,
Who'd you
about
play
2 or
with
3
there?
months. My teammates were
The big fella from he used to play for the Bullets, right?
Murray
Shields.
No, Murray Shields. We had 260 plus teams. So for people out there that don't understand how Masters works, you play according to your age bracket in increments of 5 years. So being 61, I played in the 60 to 65 age bracket.
Okay.
So you're allowed to go down and play if you want. Play with a younger
But you
age
can't
bracket.
play out.
Can't go up for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
We had competitors well into their 80s, 90 years old playing in that competition.
How's your knees? How's
I'm
the
feeling
back
pretty. I'm
knees?
feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still stretch and I get massages and I try to eat right and all that type of stuff.
What's the name of your massage guy?
Her name is
Daryl.
Love you. No, I'm saying.
So is the
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Feet
yeah,
program,
yeah.
I know you got, I've seen advertised on social media your basketball camp. Is that part of Big Feet?
That's part of it. Yeah, I do clinics during every school holiday.
Right.
They got one coming up this Monday, coming up on from the 22nd to the 24th, right around the corner from here at Cooperoo. Yeah.
At the
Brisbane City Indoor Sports Center,
Yeah.
located at 8 Castlemaine Street, Cooperoo. Yeah.
well, hey,
Yeah.
everyone. By the time we probably produce this, that you've probably had your clinic. But
You probably went
maybe
off.
they-
Oh my God.
but
That's okay.
There's more school holidays.
There's more. Yeah. Every holiday.
sign up for Christmas.
Right.
You do the
Yeah,
Christmas-
December
you
we
do-
have a
you do
Christmas one.
clinics every holiday.
That's it. Yeah, every holiday.
So if mom and dad want to send their kids to this, do they just wait till it comes on social media, or can you get registered anytime?
They can contact me at bigfeet41
Okay.
at hotmail.com.
And Hotmail.
Yeah, Big Feet. I'm still a Hotmail guy. I'm still old school, man.
Okay.
Bigfeet41.
Is Hotmail still exist?
It does.
Jeez.
I got it still rolling. Yeah.
Good on you, man. So that's bigfeet41 at hotmail.com.
.com,
Okay.
And mate, you would still do, like if someone said, hey, I want to do a private session with Andre and, get some big man skills.
I'm actually I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm actually part of a group called playbook.com.
Yeah.
If you go to playbook.com, there's is a coach. It's like I liken it to a dating service between athletes and clients, because it's the same sort of situation. You go to this website and you pick out what coaches you want. They have netballers, they have basketballers, any sport you can think of.
So it's like sports Tinder.
There you go. Sports Tinder. You get a high five for that, man. That's exactly.
I'm not familiar with what Tinder is.
Sports Tinder.
Dre, have you ever had any aspirations to coach a team?
Well, that's not really. You know, I respect. You know, I want to say first off that the knowledge I got from you guys, from you, Coach Palmer, and Curly, and all the guys, I learned a lot from the game.
Thank you.
I really appreciated that. You know, I got a lot better playing with you guys. You know, over the years, but coaching a team, it's not my thing. You know, I actually, you know, looking after 10, 12 guys or girls, whatever. That's not really. I prefer the development side of things.
Yeah.
You know, doing
You don't miss the competition, because that's the only reason why I miss the competition.
Yeah, that's
really
what drives you with it. Yeah.
And let's get a shout out to the 10As at Brisbane Grammar School, shall we?
Hey, 10As, way to go, 10As.
Equal.
Co-champions. We went down. We took on the Southport School, who were 7-0.
Wow,
At
7
their
oh,
place.
the Southport.
Yeah,
wow.
they were, and I gotta think they were a little bit fat-headed. I think they were a little.
I bet they were.
Billy Yu and the boys.
So you're barristers and future barristers and
the
engineers.
barristers,
Yeah.
engineers,
There you go.
doctors. They had a bit of grit to them. They were tough and resilient.
Defensively, you had them clicking on all cylinders. Defensively, yeah.
They defended hard. I had a point guard.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying, how I had Mark Leader run the point. The late great Mark Leader.
Rest in peace.
Wayne Carroll
Mark.
on the point. And I remember having this discussion with Gorgian about, man, you really don't value the point guard position much. And I go, bullshit, Lardo. I do.
Yeah.
But I don't have one. You know, Marty Clark.
Right.
You know, he was solid and a solid backup. Mark Wright was
Rod
a
Johnson,
solid backup.
he played for you as well, didn't he?
But
Who's that?
Rod Johnson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rodney. That was really it, because I thought Wayne retired, Carroll, and Mark still went on and won another championship with the Giants.
Sure did. Yeah.
You know, I mean, he does not get the accolades I believe he deserves, but
Definitely.
yeah,
He's
Rod
tough,
was it. You know, you need a change of pace.
That's right.
You need to be able to, you know, penetrate.
Yeah.
And Rod wasn't that so much. Definitely Mark wasn't, but he was a smart,
Yeah.
you know, played within his strength.
And while we talking about players that have left us, you know, Mark Leader, rest in peace, condolences to his family. I like to also acknowledge Dave. You know, Dave, Double D's, Dave.
Oh, who played here? Dave Copeland?
Dave Colbert.
Oh, yeah.
He's and
Great guy.
right. And
Cecil Exum.
Cecil Exum,
Great guy.
and then we have
Daryl Pierce passed
oh
last
really?
year. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we're all sort of aging, unfortunately, time to
Yeah,
wait for
yeah.
everyone. But
Storm and Norman.
Storm and
Yeah,
Norman,
yeah.
young, you know, at a young
Storm and
age.
Norman, yeah.
He was a
So who-
handful.
He
My
was.
God, you know.
who were, I mean, those couple of guys you would have played against?
Yes,
So-
Storm and Norman.
So
yeah.
who are some of the guys that you go, to this day, they was tough to play
In
against?
this league here?
Yeah, in the
Well,
NBL.
Dave Simmons comes to mind. You know, we used to lock.
So strong.
And you know, and we mentioned Tiny Pender earlier. You know,
Yeah.
what a he was a low, and James Crawford.
James Crawford was a load.
Yeah. Right. And the big man mountain, Dean Utah.
Dean Utah was a
he
load.
He was a big.
God, he was strong.
Yeah, we had some pretty
Fisher and
Fisher.
Dillon.
Oh, the Fisher. Yeah, Fisher was. Yeah, I didn't really guard Fisher much. You know, he was more of a. He played.
You would have slammed bodies with Ray Borner.
Yes,
And there's another guy
Got to
strong
play
as
with
a
Ray.
house.
I played with Ray Borner in the Pan Pacific games
Right.
a few years. We connected so well. Had the high-low game going and all that. I was like, man, we should have probably linked up back in the day. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray
Yeah.
was. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed playing with him.
The great Ray, too big for one Ray.
He's Ray Ray. He's Ray Ray. Ray Gordon was Ray Gun Gordon.
Yeah.
Can we pivot?
Absolutely.
I want to get, because we're all big fans of the Brisbane Bullets, and I just want to give them a shout out. What they started with Sam McKinnon started when he was in the GM's role about looking after the ex-Bullets.
Right.
I love it.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they really go out of their way, and I think tradition's important.
Yeah,
It really
Steve
is.
Catlin's done a great job.
Steve
He's
Catlin's
made-
done a great job of carrying that banner on. But what we're going to do to you, Dre,
All right.
we're going to get your picks here for the first round.
Okay.
And then we're going to get who do you think are going to make the playoffs and
All right.
who's going to be your winner.
So before we do that, thoughts on what this off-season's been like? You've been here for Australia a long time. I've personally never seen one like it.
I know. You know, we got guys making $1 million, getting $1 million contracts. You know, McVay and those guys. You know, so
Well, how about the guy, the unicorn that they just sent home?
Oh, the Belgian.
The Belgian
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Bjorn.
Yeah, beyond him. I think he was spending too much time down at the Belgian waffle place.
He obviously wasn't a unicorn.
Yeah.
He was more of a mule.
What about that guy from Perth? The guy who was MVP in the grand final of the G League. He's come out and hit 7 of 10 threes, and he'd been off the plane for maybe 48 hours.
Right.
He looks.
Can't wait to watch him.
Oh,
Can't wait
his
to
last
see
name
him
is
play.
Jones.
I remember my little mate from Chicago, Bobby Locke.
Yes.
Years ago. Remember, he got off the plane and had 50 points his first game.
Yeah.
Little Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Locke, John down at Geelong. He teamed
Yeah.
up with Hammer.
Yeah.
They have the shortest backcourt in the history of man.
Yeah, they were
Bobby
small.
Locke.
Bobby Locke.
Holy hell. And you just
He went to Whitney Young High School, which is the same school that Michelle Obama went to. He was classmates with her.
Oh.
Yeah, Barack's missus. Yeah.
This is like I'm sitting.
Was there
I got all-
any flames kindled?
Not that I know of. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Bobby.
That's
Yeah.
a big name, but so is Bobby? I haven't heard his name for ages, but he must be back in the States coaching.
Yeah, he teaches as well too.
Okay.
Yeah, him and who was it? The guy was just another great player to play for the Bullets.
Import.
Import, yeah. Played with Leroy when they won championships in '84.
You're talking about
Emery.
Emery
Atkinson, great Emery. Yeah, he was over in Lugano, Switzerland. Yeah, playing for the USA team in the '60s.
And is he fit and stuff?
He looked pretty good. Yeah. So the two teams we had in the '60s, Dave Bennett was on my squad. You know, he was my little point guard. You know, from BBC. He had me in at BBC doing a bit of work. You know, to sort of help earn my way.
Dave's
Great guy. Great guy. Him and his daughters. You know, that team, the '60s gold. We were the '60s gold, and there was a '60s green team that had Robert Rose,
Really?
Murray. Yeah. They had Robert Rose. They had Butch Hayes, spoke about earlier, and they also had
Over 60.
the Jumpin' Joe Hurst. Yeah, they were all that '60s green team. Murray had recruited all those guys.
I mean, Joe,
They just missed out on a medal as well too. If I'd have been on that team with them, I probably would have got them over the hump.
Well, we'll have to negotiate. You need an agent. Steve's the guy. So we'll get him to.
What's your rates like, man?
well, I just take all your money.
Right. How about I just give you a few of these drinks right? These famous sodas, man. Famous soda companies. Really.
Like another soda.
No, that would be
that'd be
very
good.
difficult, mate.
Huh?
There's aren't anymore. I looked.
Yeah.
I had one too.
Oh.
I was parched from
cleaned your
golf.
fridge out, man.
Hey, are we ready to pivot and get your picks for the first
Let's
round?
go. Let's do
Let's
it.
get it.
Yeah.
Let's get
First
into
game. First game. Melbourne United and Tassie Jack Jumpers, which is being played tomorrow. So this will come up late, but it doesn't matter. We want to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's given us an insight to the season.
Now, how do they do this? Is the first team the home team?
Yes.
Okay. At United.
So I don't know all the players that have made moves and all that, but I'm just going to take a hazard guess and say United's going to win that game. Yeah, I'll go with
Have you
United.
seen that United's big? His name is Edwards. He's 7'2",
Oh, right.
and he can play.
Really?
I am surprised he is not in the NBA.
The Jewel JAL is over in Perth,
Mate,
right?
he moves like
Very fluid. He's fluid, like me.
he is going to be.
So who's the new point guard for Melbourne United?
they've got Milton Doyle.
Yeah, Doyle. Doyle, yeah. Doyle, so Doyle, another trivia, Doyle went to my university. He's a Loyola
You reached
guy.
out to him?
Yeah, I've spoken to him a few times. We was taking pictures with Loyola paraphernalia, Bullets games.
Good on you.
Yeah, Doyle, he's obviously much younger than me.
Well-
but Ted Duffelmeyer also was a bit older than me. He went to Loyola as well.
He was a good player.
Yeah.
I like his son too.
Yeah, where's he at? 'Cause I thought he was sticking in the NBL.
He played in the
Junior.
NBL 1, but he didn't make a roster this year.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah.
Probably playing in Germany. A lot of these guys go over there and makes like Sapwell's son Keon is
Oh, okay.
playing
Sapwell
in
got a
Germany.
son. We got more former players running around. Sons running around, and daughters.
Should I
too.
call Steve Catlin about this next game? Because I haven't heard a word.
What's this?
On Friday, the 19th of September, Bullets host the New Zealand Breakers.
So I don't know where you've printed that out, but
They'll be in New Zealand. They'll be away.
Okay, so
after
the
that, yeah.
bottom team. So this game would be in Tasmania,
Right.
not in Melbourne
So
United.
the Tassie, they've got like 3 new imports, but they've got Bannon,
Yeah.
who's left the Bullets,
Right.
and he's going to make a pretty decent. With him and Magnay probably starting in.
Yeah, he had a good
4 or 5.
preseason. I saw a couple preseason games. Bannon played really well. Yeah.
2 ex-Bullets
Yeah.
playing in Tassie.
And
So I think the way they
Magnay.
printed, they have the home team listed last.
Well, Bruce, I can't be responsible where you get your research.
I'm not asking you to be. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that this comes right from the NBL.
Okay.
Okay, so who's your pick?
But that was
It's
between
Brisbane and New Zealand, at New Zealand.
New Zealand. I think they've loaded up pretty well too. I think they might pip the Bullets.
I like their roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very Kiwi.
Very key.
Very
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
They're
Yeah.
trying really hard to bring all.
I remember Gorgon talking about the opportunity they have. They could put their national team in. There'd be
Pretty
nothing
much.
preventing it.
They're virtually,
Right.
every player on their squad every Kiwi's on the national squad. Like, and they,
Except for Flynn Cameron, who's
he's
their
on there.
starting point guard.
But he
He's
played
at
point
Adelaide.
guard. But I noticed that Adelaide had got him in the 3 spot. Like, he's not going to be a point guard in the NBL. Like, he's got Cotton on that team. Anyway, and they got Vazic as well. So Flynn's playing starting in the 3 at Adelaide. But anyway, Tassie Jack Jumpers. They've got a point guard guy. His hair is seriously like you've never seen anything like it. It's the
Really?
biggest hair.
He's got big hair. Oh,
big
that's
hair.
Tiger from UCLA.
Yeah, its hair's like out here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Big fro, big afro.
But we're bringing these keep going through the game. Interesting characters.
Yes.
like Monster.
Montrez.
McVee, what's his name? McGee at Illawarra. But keep
Yeah.
going through the game.
Yeah.
So let's just pause. And you guys were the Kendrick Davis, Montrezl Harrell
Well, Adelaide.
spat.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Kendrick didn't feel like he was treated well.
Right.
And then there was a rebuttal from Montrell about
Told him he's a baby.
quit being a baby.
Right.
And then there was another rebuttal. I mean, my advice would be, Kendrick, you're in Sydney now, man. You don't have to worry about that.
Adelaide.
Of course.
Because I tell you what, though, what he possibly is doing for himself, he's got to cop a serious screen when he plays Adelaide.
Yeah. I heard Montrez will be coming off the bench too.
I think so.
For Adelaide, yeah. They got
think so, because
Cheatham will be at
with Humphreys.
Right, with Humphreys.
So Humphreys will start as the Aussie.
Right.
But I don't think that'll bother
No.
Montreal coming. He'll still get his 20 and 10.
I watched him in Big 3, Ice Cube's Big 3.
Oh, yeah.
This past summer. It was really good. He went to the finals. Played for my hometown, Chicago.
And
They just barely lost
was
to.
he good? Was he?
Yeah, he was dominant. He was playing really well. They lost to the Miami team with Mike Beasley and those guys.
Okay,
they
he's
saw
got
some
nuts,
clips,
isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, and Lance Stevenson was on that team as well too.
That's
very,
crazy.
very entertaining. Yeah.
Shall we continue to plow
Yes,
this
please,
field?
Bruce.
Yep.
So Cairns Taipans at Phoenix. Phoenix, we mentioned they just got rid of their unicorn.
Oh, I think Taipans is really. I'll go with Taipans there. Yeah.
Well, the Adam Ford
Can we
is.
talk about the Taipans?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the Taipans.
McVie, great signing.
McVie. Love McVie.
Rain Smith, the little lefty that played for Australia.
Oh, yeah.
That
Great
boy
signing.
can stroke.
Yeah.
He has, and then they've got a guy called Schofield who'll be playing in their 3 spot. He's an import. He's really solid. And then you'll have Wardenberg.
He's returning.
Playing in the 5 with McVeigh playing the 4.
Oh.
And then
It's a nice squad.
And they've got Marcus Lee coming off the bench. So
Yeah.
that's a solid team.
Very solid, yeah.
Yeah. And 40 does a good job.
Yeah, 40's a great coach, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then on the same day, Saturday the 20th, we have the Jack Jumpers at Perth. If this is right, that the second team is the home team.
That Red Army in Perth is, it's quite
Boy,
daunting.
and they
yeah.
got that kid you said,
And the talent-
Mason,
with the
the guy that.
He's going to rock this league.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get MVP of the G League final.
Well, if you ain't got no game, yeah.
I think he's averaging over 20 a game. And, mate, the highlight I saw of him, I was going, damn, this guy can play.
And JAL can go too, so you.
And JAL's there.
Oh,
I mean,
my God.
I'm looking forward to seeing John Riley's son play.
Yeah,
I think he's signed as a development player, but he was productive in college.
Yeah, he's played
good
some minutes
size.
in the preseason. But JAL's first game for Perth, he went 9 of 10 from the field.
No, he's very efficient, man. I always like this game.
9 of 10. That's nuts.
Him and Magne were 2 of my favorite
So you'd
young
have to
guys
say,
in this competition.
are you guys saying in your own special way, Perf?
Yeah.
Yeah, Perth, yeah.
All right, then on Sunday the 21st, New Zealand Breakers at Melbourne United.
I'm going Melbourne again. I just think.
Give me New Zealand. Give me New Zealand.
Melbourne know how to win games. They get to the top 4 every year. I know they've had a bit of
Dean's a hell of a coach.
a rejig of that squad, but they've still got Goulding. They've still got Illy. They've brought in Finn Delaney. He will be a handy replacement for Jack White. He's gone. Right?
White's over in Europe? When you go to Europe?
Yeah, went
He's
to
gone.
Europe.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Finn Delaney's solid. He's one of the Kiwi brothers. I'm sure that the Kiwi team would have playing there, but he's at United. And then this, I'm telling you,
How about Lowe?
7
Is
foot
Lowe
2 guy,
still there?
Edwards, this Edwards guy.
Yeah, is Lowe still there?
And there's, I think,
Lowe's back in New Zealand.
yeah.
So you're picking United?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go United as well, too.
And then on the 25th, my son's birthday, Phoenix, the crosstown rival, Phoenix v. United. Phoenix is an unknown. I really don't. I like Foxwell. I like the Ranger. What's his name?
Sydney, yeah.
He's a Wollongong
He's
boy.
a tough boy.
He
tough
played
player,
Illawarra, but he did play Illawarra. He played for Sydney as well before he went to.
Right. What's his
What is his name? He's good.
I see red. I see red.
Yeah,
Him and Hickey are probably 2 of the toughest. I like
Will
Will Hickey and Illawarra. I like his
Jesus.
game, too.
You know, Rangers are always the same, right?
Yeah.
This is why we need our son here.
Rangers are mad as cut snakes, and
Right.
they go hard.
They do.
Remember Dicko, man?
Yeah.
Okay, can we move on?
Yes.
Just to get this first round
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
So who's your pick there? Well, you got Sobey still there.
So,
you got the big 7-foot guy.
Are they
That
playing Southeast first?
At home?
Melbourne United.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
at United, according if the second team here is.
I can't. I just got to pick Melbourne, mate. I think Melbourne, but yeah, that sounds like their second game of the round for Melbourne, is it?
Yeah, they play the 21st, and then they play. This game is on the 25th.
Yeah.
But some of you notice some of these.
I'll take Phoenix that game. Man.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that the new coach they got, the little fella. Yeah.
He's fiery.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's good little coach. Yeah.
Oh, Vickerman.
No, little.
Oh, the one of Phoenix?
Yeah, came in.
Now this will be a good one. This is
He's
an
animated.
interstate
His
rivalry
antics on the sideline.
on the 26th. Bullets v. Cairns And if the second team is the home team, then Cairns it's their home game.
I don't think the Bullets' first home game is in October. So I have no idea where you've got this list, but
It's on the internet.
Okay, but I'm just looking at the printing of it. It looks like maybe your printer's moved stuff
No, my
around,
printer's
like-
fine.
Okay, just check it. But
So,
anyway, well, I'm telling
Bullets
you,
Cairns.
the Bullets.
What do they call it? The Sunshine
are
Stoush
away.
now? What is
Yeah.
it? Sunshine Stoush?
So I'm thinking that game's in Cairns, and I think Cairns will beat them.
Oh,
Give me the Bullets.
there you
Gotta
go.
go with my guys.
Boy, so we got the Bullets losing to New Zealand, losing to Cairns. It's not a good start. All right, 27th. So I want to get, notice we haven't said the Sydney Kings. We haven't said Wollongong yet.
Okay.
Here we go, 27th. Perth Wildcats, New Zealand Breakers, assuming it's at New Zealand.
At New Zealand.
That's a hell of a long trip.
Yeah. They've just gone halfway around the world to play that game. But anyway,
Give me the Breakers.
I
on
think
that one,
I think the Breakers might.
Yeah.
They're going to be tough.
Yeah.
They're going to be tougher than they were last year.
What that we used to have back in the day.
Are you missing your mate Taco 4?
Yeah, I forgot all about Taco.
Yeah, dude. I forgot all about it. All right, on the same day, on the 27th, we have the Jack Jumpers at the Illawarra Hawks, our 25 NBL champions.
I'm going Illawarra.
With they got JaVale McGee in the middle there.
Dickey.
Yeah, go Illawarra. Yeah,
Dickey
Hickey and those guys. Yeah.
Tatum's come out. He's given Hickey the keys.
The keys.
Yes.
But did you watch any of the Australian stuff? That Asia Cup.
No, I didn't get a chance to
Yeah.
see
So
about
Hickey played quite a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
It was like there wasn't any NBA players in the squad.
Right.
It was just. But Hickey played well, mate.
Yeah, he
I heard
did.
the Galloway kid was a standout.
Galloway.
I thought so.
He was a standout. Yeah, he was a standout. Yeah.
He's special, man.
Galloway, yeah.
Okay. Now we get down here and we'll get right back. We'll get all the way to the Bullets' final home game. Adelaide 36ers at Cairns Taipans.
Oh man.
Mate, how many games are they playing in this round? Is this 2 rounds you're talking
Well,
about?
it's not really a round until all the teams have played once.
That's how it works. Yeah.
Some
Is
are
that
going
the-
to
is
have
that the
3
third-
games.
Is that the third game for the Bullets in one round?
I'm looking. Have you heard me say the Sydney Kings yet?
I haven't.
They haven't, and that's the first that Illawarra's played,
Yeah.
right? But other teams have gotten 3 games in. It's
Wow.
it's not a quilt. So Adelaide at Cairns.
Give me Cairns on that. Yeah.
I'm putting it out there that Adelaide will implode.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
whoa,
That's a hot take. Very hot take.
that's a hot take.
Well,
on the same day, Illawarra, Perth Wildcats at Perth. Can't wait to see these teams
Give
play.
me Illawarra. Give me Illawarra. Yeah. Illawarra's.
One thing I like
They got-
about Tatum, mate, they were disciplined and they were tough, and you couldn't rattle them. Now
No.
they've lost the Korean kid. He's gone to play
Oh,
in
they lost him.
Japan.
Yeah. Okay.
Lee.
You need that shooter. He
Great
spread
shooter.
the floor. Frawling's not back, but they got JaVale. Who's their other big they got? Oh,
Harry. And they've got Peatley.
Harry. That's right. And who?
Harry.
Peatley. At Illawarra.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
yeah. Very, he's a solid vet.
Peatley
He's a
Blanchfield.
silently
still
went about
very
his
good
work,
serviceable.
started for him, defends, he's
very serviceable.
aggressive.
Yeah, he's serviceable. Yeah.
I'm my
Who-
personal
what's it?
pick.
Harry Frawley? Back, he's back. He's back.
Yeah.
Harry's
All right,
back.
good on-
That's
good
great
on,
to
man.
see.
Shout out to the Frawley
Me,
family.
I'm
man.
going with Perth that game.
That's a great story.
That's
Harry.
great, man.
All right, we finally get to the end of the round because the Kings get to play. They play New Zealand on the 4th of
Have you
October
mentioned
at Sydney.
the Kings?
Sydney Kings
Have you
play
men-
New Zealand.
Finally
that's
get off
right,
the
that's
finally
right.
get off their throne. Huh?
Yes,
They can come play.
first game, and that'll be
Yeah.
New Zealand's 4th.
No more Super Cam. Super Cam still with the Sydney Kings. So he's moved on.
He's moved on.
Yeah.
I like their squad, and I like what you said about He played great for Australia. He's got the twin brother.
Galloway, yeah.
Galloway.
Yeah, Galloway, yeah.
He looks good. So who's your pick?
Give me the Kings, man. They'll be fresh. They'll be
On the
fired
same day, our Bullets play the Jack Jumpers here on the 4th of October. And I imagine you'll be there.
up. With bells on.
Will you swing by and get me, Stevie?
Well, I haven't. We haven't taken our season tickets, our crew, this year, because I have to admit, Boondall's harder work for me to get to, and so we're thinking of like, instead of going to every game, and I bought season tickets last year, we're in half the game, so we're thinking that we will get corporate seats.
Why don't we just get looked after by Steve?
By who? Yeah,
Steve
but we want to sit courtside and have some beverages. The beverages cost $40 for a sip of a Canadian club.
Who's your pick? Tassie or Bullets?
On that game, I mean, I'm losing track of where these games are. Somehow I'm just a bit concerned about your research here. But anyway, Tassie, I will go the Bullets at home.
The Bullets are at home.
Yeah.
Bullets at home.
October 4th, like
Bullets for
we
the
established
So
earlier.
You're
Bullets for the
into
W.
October 4th, Bruce, is the week 3 of the tournament.
What tournament?
The league.
The competition.
Well, that again, the Kings don't play for the first 2 weeks.
Well, yes, they do. They play in week 1.
Do they? I thought they had.
No, the Kings play week 2 against the Taipans. So you've sort of managed to sort of put 3 rounds into one, but that's okay.
Well, I don't have it here.
We've
Sorry.
had a lot
This
of
is
fun.
right off the NBL.
We've had a lot of fun talking about the teams. That's the most important thing, because by the time this drops, who knows?
Andre, who's your pick to win it this year?
Win the whole thing. Oh, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Hawks repeat.
Ooh, Stevie.
What about your boy McBow? Whatever. McGee.
McGee, yeah,
he's 37, but he is in shape.
yeah. He's
Who's your
bouncy,
pick?
Bouncy.
Who's got to win it?
Yes.
I'm going to say that Perth.
Perth, well,
That's a good. That's a safe bet.
I'll say it's safe. Yeah.
I like Perth.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Oh, I don't do that.
You don't do that.
I don't make picks.
Okay.
I ask
Fair
for
enough, fair
picks.
enough.
I don't make picks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a big fan of Sydney for obvious reasons, but
course, yeah.
I don't know. You
They'll
know,
be in the
Mason
mix.
Lepete-
They'll be in the mix.
Well, let's talk Sydney for a minute. Great backcourt, Davis and Dellavedova.
Oh man,
Fantastic.
Oh, great.
Callaway.
Quiet ball, a great defender. Soares can play. The
I like
Brazilian, he's hard.
He's tough.
He's
Yeah.
tough. But, mate, they've lost Lepepe
Yeah.
and Spurgeon's injured.
Spurgeon's injured,
Yes.
Oh, all right.
so they're a little light on in the horse.
In the
Flesh
bigs,
department.
Because, you know, I think that Spurgeon has come on quite a lot. And I don't think he's like, Lepepe's out for the season. He's done his 8
Are you familiar? What is Spurgeon's injury?
Well, okay. I'm again, a lot of this stuff is off the top of my head because I wasn't ready for that. I just was prepared for our guest. But
Okay, don't worry about it. Hey, let's eat.
Why not?